Hello, everyone, and welcome to the S77 SMJHL and SHL Awards Show. I am here. I am Jert. As always, can't get rid of me, and I can't get rid of this job. And with me tonight,
Hold on.
Baptism of Fire. Is it Era or Ara?
It's Ara, actually.
It's Ara. Cool. Should have asked before going live. You're going way too far into the slides right
I
now.
know. Hold on. Damn computer. Cut the stream for a minute.
It's all right.
My
It's
apologies.
it's better if the computer lags with
Yeah.
that than just not sending enough data to YouTube and the stream dies. Right now, you're just not sending the right page, but we're not
Yeah.
spoiling anything. Everyone knows that the South playoff champions
Yes.
were the Islanders.
Sorry about that. We're having a few minor technical difficulties.
Just take your time. Meanwhile, people will trickle in. The show starting. No big deal. Actually, I forgot to check it when when's the sim. Okay, the sim has already happened. That's good. That's something I definitely should have checked beforehand. Don't want a simmer to come in and cut us short to start streaming the games.
Hold on. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, we are giving you 1 second. No worries. Just take your time. Let the computer do its thing. And I see that Cooper and Fish are in the chat. So welcome, friends. Yeah, interesting season 77 that we had. We have a lot of interesting awards for you.
Hold on.
And
it's still lagging heavily. Give me a minute here. Firefox, you always fail the worst
time. Please hold while the computer gets a hold of itself. There's really no work around this one. We really just need the computer to respond.
Yes. Right now, essentially, we are waiting on it to like.
Oh. Trying to read ahead because I actually haven't read a lot into what we have for nominations. I'm trying to keep the surprise for myself as I'm reading through them. Okay. But interesting to see we have some nominees that played on two teams this season. It's rare that we have that.
Okay, we're ready to go when you are.
All right, we got it. That's a good question, Fish. If people want to, well, if someone one day would nominate me for most dedicated user, that might be an idea. But we always are kind of late for our things, so maybe that's why people don't like me. Maybe they just don't like the French accent. Who knows? All right, let's get into the SMJHL awards first. So whenever we can get the next slide is going to be the first award. Obviously, the first one's not going to be any surprises there. We're going to start with our League Champions, Cup champions, stuff like that. So first of all, of course, the 4-Star Cup SMJHL champions, the Vancouver Whalers. Congratulations to Shawnee and the team.
Give me 1 second here.
We have the King Kerchewski Gauntlet South Playoff champions, the Ottawa Highlanders.
Okay.
So
bear with me for 1 minute.
What's happening?
Just technical difficulties on my end again. Okay, there we go.
Okay, cool. So Ottawa Highlanders in their second season in the league. Yeah, in their second season in the league, getting the South Playoffs Champions Award. That's a very impressive feat by Frenchie and all the team. So congratulations to the Highlanders. And Shiamus, obviously, for Vancouver. Thank you, Shawnee, for reminding me of congratulating everyone on the team. Next up, we're going to have the North Playoff Champions, which is not going to come as a surprise. It's
Vancouver
also the
yet again.
Vancouver Whalers. So for the Lina Landvik Trophy, as well as the 4-Star Cups, we have the Vancouver Whalers. Next up is going to be, I believe, the most points by a player. I don't think I have them. I should. Oh, let me grab the slides.
Actually, it'll be
Oh no,
for
the Lauerfer Trophy. Of course.
Goes to the main timber.
Yeah, which is lacking a letter in the title. It's the Laurifer Trophy and not the Lowifer Trophy. But hey, that happens. So congratulations to the Main Timber for yet another team award. That's been happening a lot over the past several seasons. Now we're gonna get the individual awards, starting with the Jared Hansen for regular season point leader, and the winner is Edouard Lavoie of the Main Timber, or Edouard Lavoie.
35 goals and 66 assists.
Yeah, managed to get the 1 assist per game landmark. Not quite close to the 1 goals per game like we see sometime, but still 101 points. That's a very impressive feat that none of my players have never achieved or would hope to. So congratulations to Edouard Lavoie. And next up, we're gonna have the Roberto Matrucci Trophy for goals leader.
And it goes to yet another member of the Lavoie clan. This time, Mia Lavoie with 49 goals. Yet again with the Main Timber.
Yep, so the dynamic duo for the Main Timber, leading them to the Laurifer Trophy. Maybe they will try to get all the way to the 4-Star Cup again this season, but last season they were the regular season force. Next up, we're gonna have the Matt Lewis Flood Trophy for best regular season save percentage.
And this goes to Anastasia Soderstrom and Mark Andrew Flower with a .9108 save percentage. Very impressive.
Yeah, very high for the SMJHL. We don't usually see past the .90, so .91. That's a bit higher. But most importantly, those names. Incredible names for both goalies of the Detroit Falcons. Next up is the Ronan O'Keefe Trophy for playoffs point leader.
And just bear with us for 1 second. Here. Okay, there we go.
This one goes to one of the 4-Star champions.
And this would be No Joe with 28 points, 18 goals, and 10 assists with the Vancouver Whalers yet again.
So how many games did they actually end up playing in those playoffs? That's definitely over a point per game. But I'm gonna go take a quick look, see just exactly how impressive that is. Vancouver here in the playoffs. No Joe, 28 points in 19 games, and 18 of those are goals. So almost a goal per game. Really doing a great job to carry that team. Thank you, Shawnee, in the chat.
We appreciate it, Shawnee.
So it's the goal per game.
Yep.
Or just shy of it, so very impressive.
And next up will be the all defense team.
Oh shit, I made that.
Here, wait for 1 second, and my apologies, y'all, for the slow pace of the slides here. Okay, to start, we have for forward with the San Diego title, Gina Pinard. Memory serves.
Incredible. I did not know that I would be in there.
And then we have with the Carolina Kraken for the forward, Jamie Fraser. Forgive me, still learning some of the team names here. Do you care to chime in, Yurt? Hold on. Hello?
What? I think you cut off a bit there.
Okay.
Maybe it's me.
No, it's fine. Okay, there we are. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay.
All good.
All right. Anyways, as I was saying, to start for our forwards, we have for the San Diego title, Gina Pinard, and then for the Carolina Kraken, Jamie Fraser, as well as, and forgive me for butchering this, Polar Erikerson.
That's the funniest part. That's the reason we do the awards show. It's to butcher names all the time. Next one should be easier.
Next one will be Slowpoke, and then we also have Eric. I believe this is Newfoundland. Eric Vanderberg Jr. And then finally we have Anastasia Soderstrom again. All in all,
yep, both defense players from the Berserkers, so very solid season for them as a team defensively. If they manage to get the two best shutdown defensive players, so that's very interesting to see, and cool to see that Gina Pinard is following the steps of my previous character, being good defensively. I didn't even know.
And
all right, next up, I'm gonna stop talking about myself. The Nor Iraq
for our top
GMs.
Give me 1 second. First off, we have Frenchie and Rugsy from the Ottawa Highlanders. Still relatively new here myself, but from what I know of Frenchie and Rugsy in their careers, they have consistently been top performers as GMs, both on the both in the league themselves and in the locker rooms. Great folks, and create a great atmosphere. And again, if you have anything, feel free to chime in. Because I'm sure you know.
We actually have the write-ups for that too.
Oh, sorry. Anyways.
Because I'm just gonna read the write-ups because I don't have anything nice to say about Frenchie or Rugsy.
Well, I guess that's your one compliment for the evening, Frenchie. Anyways, jokes aside, with regards to Frenchie and Rugsy,
I'm joking. Obviously, I met both of these guys in real life. I love them.
And then getting back to what we were going to say. Frenchie and Rugsy have earned this award for creating an expansion team and seeing it through its struggles. They were able to use their draft capital to create an incredibly strong and powerhouse of a team. they managed to build a core from nothing and then finish their second season in 14th and then go to a team who made it to the finals in the playoffs. Not only have they performed well in the Sims, but as I was getting at earlier, they also have encouraged a very friendly and safe and welcoming environment in the locker room. And not only that, but have truly built a community that, if you ask me, is one of the top in the SHL in terms of its friendliness and openness, and have showed nothing but grace during the season, even without any hurdles.
Right. Next up, we have Jess and Alaris. I'm not gonna say the Swedish word for turtle or any Swedish word ever willingly, but well, first of all, congratulations to both of them on their tenure as the GM duo for the Battleborn for such a long time. They have now stepped back and let other people take the reins, but this was a very good work by both of them from the start. And again, finishing with at least a nomination, maybe a winner, who knows, for the Norharak. Really outperformed their TPE last season, which is obviously a sign of great work on the back end, on the coaching side, and developing talent at a phenomenal rate. Always drafting well, getting their team close to chasing the cops, the 4-star cops, not the police. That sounded weird. That blamed the French in me. But yeah, always creating a strong team and made a great show of it in their last season as co-GMs. So that's why we see Jess and Alaris here for one last rodeo together.
Yep. And then bringing up the, well, for representatives from Vancouver, we have Southpaw, and forgive me if I butcher your username, Mike Luet, or Lute. I guess where to start, Maine, again, as I said, still new, but from what I've heard, Maine has had continually strong seasons and have been a really dominant force in the JHL for the last few seasons. They've done a phenomenal job in ensuring that the roster is well balanced and is always a force to be reckoned with on the ice. And with regards to the draft, Maine has always done well there and continues to perform above average. And I think it's a testament to Southpaw's and Mike's skills as GMs that this continues to be the case season after season.
And finally, we're gonna have Shawnee and Shamus of Vancouver Whalers, obviously the 4-star Cup winners. Made some trades to get the strong players they needed to create an even stronger team. A team that was already good from the drafting, and in turn helped them getting the team that finished 6th and then went all the way to winning the cup. I'd have to check on the previous seasons, but I do remember not so long ago Maine finishing 4th and being the lowest seed to win the, well, actually it was quite a while ago now because I'm getting old, but last time I remember seeing a team that didn't finish top 3 in the league winning the cup was Maine in the mid-season 60s, I want to say. Something like season 65 or 66. So going from 6th to winning the cup, also very interesting feat. I might be missing some in my history. I don't have a perfect recollection, but anyways, very impressive from Vancouver. Either way to go do that push in the playoffs, and yeah. So let's see who is our winner duo for the North Iraq Award this season.
Surprise. And our winner is the Ottawa Highlanders. Congratulations to Frenchie and Ruggsy.
Oh, apparently Shawnee has the truth of it that another team did it from fourth to first. Well, from fourth to winning the cup. But I don't think we had seen sixth before, so good parity too. Oh, 67th was Maine. What I was okay, cool.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on to the Zach Miller. I think
is the Zach Miller will be next.
I had the I wasn't sure for a second there if the write-ups was in the same order as the slides. But yes, Zach Miller for most dedicated user.
We have, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Gwen 77 and Cake 307.
Yeah, so Revon Toulette, or Gwen, as NHL member, World Junior Cup GM, and very important member of the PT team, brought activity with them everywhere they go, jumped into the league as you wish a first gen would, and always does it with much excitement.
And as for 77, he is just about everywhere. He has been a consistently active user, be it on earning in the 3 stars of the week, as Carolina GM, and just as someone who is constantly involved with the league, doing what they can to develop it, and working with their fellow GMs to put in a lot of time to help first gens become stronger users. All in all, a very good user and a very dedicated one. And with regards to Cake,
7 not very dedicated to scheduling our D&D game lately, but that's all right.
And as for Cake, where to begin? She is, I know she's in the chat and she's probably going to be embarrassed, but to put it bluntly, Cake is the person that when you join the SHL chat will be there to greet you with a warm smile and a wave, then proceed to walk you through what you need to do and get you familiar with what you need to be a successful player. Not only that, but in the discords, in the locker rooms, they are a fantastic user and a great friend too. They're fun, they care about what they do, and they're a consistent asset to the community. You cannot ask for a finer member of the Jays than her. And this is before we even mention the fact that they have done so much for not only the rookies as a mentor and as a member of the head office, and as an intern for the previous season. And if memory serves, they are also set to become a GM if memory serves. But anyways, all in all, Cake has the knowledge, the skill, and just the right attitude for a nominee for the Zach Miller Award. And it's with that I am proud, I think both of us are proud to announce that the winner of the Zach Miller Award is Cake 307.
All right, congratulations, Cake, for that Zach Miller Award. Well deserved. Now, moving on to the Jack Cross, the infamous Jack Cross Award for most underrated. Is it user? Is it player? Is it both? That is up to interpretation. All right, let's speed run those because there's way too much to read.
Okay.
So we have 4 nominees. We have Noah Smith or Omji from Carolina. We have Jean-Jacques François Jacques Jean, who's Rotsbrua from Maine.
Andre Morandi from Quebec City, and then the Sato from Vancouver. Sorry if we butcher your names here, y'all. um,
All right, so let's start with, hold on, which one's the first one on the slides?
Noah Smith.
Noah Smith. So on ice, tucked away in the second line as a defensive counterpart to Max Bellicker. Easy to overlook Smith, team high of 230 blocks, 50% more than the second on the team high of plus 12, and the only defenseman with a positive goal differential per 60, anchored by a team best 2.2 goals against by 60, begin to tell the story of the cornerstone of Carolina's fifth in the league scoring defense. Carolina played the second most non-regulation games this season, played in more one-goal games than most teams, and through the back half of the season scraped out plenty of quality wins against top teams. Kraken performing like a top 6 team in the final 40 games of the season was rooted in their ability to grind games out, and that was established by the second line's defensive leader. In the locker room, Desire has been a pillar of the Carolina locker room since joining on a whim when the VHL folded. No, not that one, the other VHL. Consistently want to drive conversation, engaging with new faces, and have a good chat about anything that comes up. Perfect example of players you go out of your way to draft or sign when you're looking to build or continue a strong locker room culture. Just as a reminder, the nominations and write-ups for those are coming from the GMs and submitted to the committee, so that those are the words of the Carolina GMs for their player.
And then for Jean-Jacques Francois, Jacques Jean. Anyways, getting onto them.
Close enough.
On the ice, they have been a crucial part of the Timber's success this season, and for every season he has been with them. Unfortunately, they have been consistently overshadowed by the Lavaliers, and it has kept them from being recognized for the amazing plays they have contributed until now. His ability to produce near 100 points this season should not be overshadowed by his counterpart's success. To put it simply, he is the reason that the Lavalier pair have found so much success. On the locker room, the GM, from the words of the GM, he is easily one of the most active members and is consistently helping out and making sure the team's engaged. He's either showing off his hockey cards, his dog, or his leadership. And this has resulted in him being named captain for the team this season. And to put it in the words of the GM, he truly deserves league recognition for everything he does and his impact. Not just now, but for his time in the SHL as well.
Right. Next up is Andrea Morandi, Fluber Wusterding, something like that, from Quebec City. Rookie on the team between competing and rebuilding. Isn't much room to show your skill, but huge need for flexibility, and that's what Morandi brought. Key part of surprising success with positive plus minus and 42 points. Backup time on both special teams units. Never the start of the show, just did what was needed to be done and filling holes, killing penalties, jack of all trades player, and that kind of stifled their chance to show superstar ability, but gave the league's hardest working rookie the chance to be above average in everything and in the locker room. Also, flexibility is the key word here. Coming into the lead without a background in sim leagues or FHM, wanted to immerse themselves in everything as broadly as possible. Interested in reading up on build, the sim engine, and helping out everything to acclimate themselves to the league, and lots of passion for Fluber in QCC, which is something they should be very proud of. And I'll let you do the last one, but please don't actually read all of that. There's too many. There's just
I'm not.
too
We're
much
going
in
to speak
there.
on this. To put it short and sweet, Ville Sato on the ice has been a consistently well-performing winger of the second line. They have fulfilled the role Vancouver has had for them perfectly. They have consistently scored very well during the season with about 41 points, which made them the lowest scoring player of the top six. But given their role, it's understandable. Um, One of the only two players in the top six to finish the year with a positive average. Okay. Anyways, all told, she consistently performed well both in the regular season and in the playoffs, be it with faceoffs, block shots, or DGR. With regards to the locker room, and again, I'm sorry for speedrunning this, but there's a lot. Um, from the moment they were created, Dextaria has been, or they have been nothing but a fantastic user, a very prominent fixture within the Vancouver community. Again, I can't speak for them before I arrived, but my interactions with them, they've been a rather nice, rather wonderful person to work with, always willing to help, and just in general have made the community better for both rookies and longtime players. And I think that really says something about how strong they are there. Anyways, moving on
Right.
to
Dex, you please know that Shawnee had
yes,
and or Shamus had a lot more to say about that, but
we're
it's just not time
yeah.
efficient.
Again, please don't take this as us trying to talk in the air or anything. It's just there is a lot that Shawnee, a lot of glowing praise Shawnee gave for you, and if we read it all, we would be here all night. But suffice to say, that Shawnee speaks very highly of you.
And so, with that, the Jack Cross Award winner for season 77 is going to be Jean-François Jacques, no, Jean-Jacques François Jacques Jean Rotsbua from the Main Timber. And I'll also say underrated in the events department because we literally could not do the draft the way we do them, the SHL drafts at least, without Rotsbua's help. So mention for that as well. Before we move on to the next award, which is going to be the Alex Light for Most Improved, which does not have a write-up, so that's interesting. The three nominees are Mativi Kajabi, Kayabi, Mativi Kajabi. I'm going with that. From the Main Timber, going from 37 points to 93 points, almost tripling their goals. Actually, more than tripling their goals production and doubling their assist. So, really a huge step here, without a doubt.
And then next up from the Ottawa Highlanders is Peekaboo. For season 78, they had, 43. I'm sorry, give me 1 second here. They had 17 goals, 26 assists, 43 points overall, or scored. And then for season 77, 36 goals, 61 assists, and 87 points. And
so another one who doubled their goals and just one assist shy of doubling the assists. And the last one being Baron Samedi, great brand of rum. If you like rum that is good and not too expensive, really a good choice there. Also a good player and close to doubling their points, doubled the assists. Maybe not as much of an increase in the goals department, but still going from 16 to 29. So yeah, just shy of doubling there as well. So very good seasons from all three of these players. So let's see who is the winner. The Alex Light Trophy.
I can go.
Dun, 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 dun,
Don't
dun.
play the waiting game on this.
We need some
We need Jeopardy
Wii
music. Right?
menu music. All right.
Anyways,
The winner is Mativi Kajabi of the main timber.
Timber.
So congratulations. Really a great step up. I mean, tripling the number of goals between 2 seasons is some of the best Alex Light cases we've seen over the past several seasons. Moving on to the all-rookie team is the following 2 players from QCC. The rest is spread across the league, so that's good to see. Good number of teams where the rookies can shine. We have Crawl King as forward from the Colorado Raptors. We have Cristoforo Roccamontepiano from the Citadels, and Jackass Pants from the Grizzlies for forwards.
And then from Quebec again, we have Peter on defense. And then from the Knights,
Peter.
we've got Ivan Godnez. And then from the Walleyes, we've got Grant Bird as our goalie.
First time we see the Walleye logo on an awards show ever. So congratulations to Grant Bird on being the first player nominated in the history of the Walleye. Also, just Peter on defense. There weren't any more letters to write. The last name is his forward counterpart of the QCC Citadels. Just took all the letters.
And next up, we will have the Brandon Holmes Award for Top Defensive Forward. Our nominees are Braden Point from Detroit with 136 hits, 71 blocks, 64 hits, and then 46 goals. Oh, my apologies there. Yeah.
All right, I just realized I'm very dumb, but that's irrelevant. I saw the players that were nominated from the Walleye, and they were listed as TBW/REG because and I was like, oh, it's rare that we see players from 2 different teams that were traded during the season and get nominated. We're not seeing that. They just listed the 2 teams because the switch happened at the beginning of the season, and I'm not smart enough. Anyways, we have one of those. We have Inge Bardson from the Thunder Bay Walleye with 73 points, 51 assists, 54 blocks, 217 hits. That's a lot of hits, and a decent giveaway takeaway ratio.
And then for Carolina, for the Kraken, we've got Jamie Frazier, 66 points, 27 goals, 66 blocks, 92 hits, not bad, and a giveaway takeaway ratio of 1.13. All in all, pretty solid. And
yeah. And so the winner of the Brandon Holmes Award is going to be, imagine a drum roll in your heads.
Yes. Hold on. Braden Point.
Braden Point. Braden wins the Brandon.
For Detroit. Congrats.
So congratulations to Braden Point Moving on, we are going to have the Kila Agente for top defender. We are going to see Cade DeVries from the Battleborn, Slowpoke from the Berserkers, and Olivia Agate from yep. So DeVries with the hits, the blocks favoring Slowpoke here. Slowpoke and Agate to both of them with great giveaway takeaway ratios, slightly higher than DeVries. So we also have good number of points. We're looking at. Oh, is that top defender? Yeah,
That's
top defender. Not top defensive defender. My bad. We just got out of defensive forward, so I got them mixed up. So 49 points for DeVries, 38 for Slowpoke, and 58 for Agate. So bit of a mix here for DeVries. Agate favoring the points, and Slowpoke maybe favoring a bit more the defense. We also saw Slowpoke on the all defense team earlier, so that makes sense.
Our winner is, cue the drum roll, Cade DeVries with the Nevada Battleborn. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Cade DeVries, for the Kila Agente Top Defender Award. Next, we're going to see the second All-Star team. In which we're going to see forwards, Jason Warwaha, forwards, Mativi Kajabi again, and Jean-Jacques François
Jean again, Demir Bellana from the Highlanders, Will Nuck from Maine, and then Grant Bird again from the Walleye.
Yep. Grant Bird making the all-rookie team and the second all-star team right out the gate. So very promising here for the Walleye player. Interesting to see three main players on that second all-star team. I think we're going to see some of them on the first. Don't think it's much of a spoiler to assume and say that we might see some of the other main players on the first all-star team, but that's for later.
All right, and next up, we have the Alexis Metzler Award for Top Defensive Defender.
Yep, and contrarily to the all-defense team where we saw two Newfoundland players, here we have two Walleye player and another Berserker. No, never mind, that's the same one. Eric Vandenberg. So two Walleyes, one Berserker, and one Maine. We have Christians Michaelis from Maine and Eric Vandenberg Jr. from Newfoundland. And then from the Walleye, Crazy Tomato the second, and Red Panda.
From the Walleye again.
Also the second. I think those are two recreates with the same red. It's Red Panda still. Whatever, doesn't matter. So lots of hits and blocks all around. Lower on the hits for Crazy Tomato, but the giveaway takeaway ratio is quite insane there at 11.25. I'm not sure I've ever seen a giveaway takeaway ratio over 10 before, so that's
definitely something.
That's very impressive.
Yes. And unless you've got anything else to add, our winner for the Alexis Metzler is... Hold on. If you guys are waiting with bated breath.
It's going to be Christians
Michaelis.
Yep.
Christian McKellis with the main timber.
Interesting.
And,
Well, congratulations to Christian Michaelis for the Alexis Metzler.
and next up, we will have the Cedric Robinson Award for top goalie, and I think by now you guys should expect who will be on this list, or at least a few names. First up, with Detroit, we have Anastasia Soderstrom. For her SV, we have a .9161. Very good. Giveaway, or GAA, is 2.72. Shutouts, 3, and 24 wins. All in all, not bad. And, well, I shouldn't say not bad. Very impressive. Next up, we have Grant Bird yet again with the Thunder Bay Walleye. You want to take it from here? Yurt?
What? Sorry, I was looking ahead and watching. Where are we now?
We are on the Cedric Robinson Award. We were discussing our old friend, Grant Bird.
Yeah. So, and only one of those three we haven't seen their names before is Shadi McStopper from the Timber. Played with a great team in front of them for sure, but also had a good season. Over 900 in the save percentage and under 3 in the goals against average is what you want from your goalie, and lots of wins. But yeah, Soderstrom and Bird have been nominated for other things. Better stats in the save percentage and goals against, more or as many shutouts. So let's see what the committee has decided.
And our winner is Anastasia Soderstrom.
Yep. Very high save percentage and low goals against average. One of the best seasons from a goalie in a little while. Very stands out.
And next up will be the, okay, forgive me if I butcher this, Asa Kananen Award for top rookie.
Yeah, the Esa Enrikanen, Finnish legend. Nominees are Grant Bird, again after being nominated for best goalie, nominated to the second All-Star team and I think the All-Rookie team as well. Was it?
Yes, something along those lines.
Yes. So Grant Bird really making a name for himself right out the gate.
For Colorado, we have Carl King, .61, 29 goals, 32 assists. It's 111. All in all, solid season, and has represented Colorado very well. And next up for the Knights, we have Ivan Godinez, already won an award this season, so it's not a surprise he's here. All in all, just a solid player. Couldn't ask for much more for a rookie. Do you have any further thoughts on him, Yurt?
I mean, I'm gonna be a bit of a homer and say I think when you are nominated for best at your position, all players included, no, not just rookies, then winning the top rookie is likely a landslide vote, but that's not always the case. So let's see what the committee feels about that. Sometimes you can have a great position at forward, but there's just too many good forwards, and then another one will.
And our winner is Grant.
But Cranbird from the Walleye. Like I said, I shouldn't come as a surprise here. Being nominated, it's very rare that we've seen a player be nominated for best at their position while being a rookie and then not win the Henry Cannon. It's happened before, but it's very rare. Because obviously, if you're one of the best at your position over the whole league, how could you not be one of the best rookies, if not the best rookie? So, yeah, there you go. That is Grand Bird. Next up is the first All-Star team. And we're going to see 3 more main timber players here, which are going to be Mia Lavoie, Edouard Lavoie, both forwards, and Christian Michaelis on defense.
And then from the Walleye, we've got Bean Beanman Jr. on forward. For defense for the Carolina Kraken, we've got Ongo Goblogan, sorry, Goblogan, or Goblog, goddamn, Ongo. I want to say it's Goblogian.
Goblogian?
Possibly.
Maybe?
And then
who knows?
For our goalie, yet again, Anastasia Soderstrom.
All right.
And then for the Ideen Fola MVP award, you've got Anastasia Soderstrom, yet again from Detroit. Very high SP percentage, very high GAA, great shutouts, and overall 24 wins. And then Wyatt King from Quebec City, from Quebec City. Overall, very good on the goals, good on the assists, great points average, and then excellent with hits.
Yeah, and then Demir Bologna from the Islanders, 51 points, 129 hits, good giveaway takeaway. Is that right? It doesn't look right.
I am not certain on that
one. Okay, it actually is right. So a bit of a change of heart in the committee's way of weighing thing. It's very rare that we don't see the points leader of the league here. Also, the teams are not right because why there is the Regina logo on there. But so we're really looking at who was a valuable player for their team, supporting their team to success without necessarily having the best support around them. So that might be why we are seeing those players, Soderstrom, really carrying the Falcons with exceptional goaltending performance, and then 2 very important players for teams that maybe overachieved over the season. And so the winner of the Ideen Fola award is,
no surprise, Anastasia Soderstrom. All in all, I really say it's expected at this point, basically from what we've seen for this entire stream and from what we've seen from reading the write-ups. She has been a phenomenal player and has truly been an asset to Detroit. And here's hoping her next season will be just as successful as this one. Oh, hold on. Okay.
I think we have a leftover slide from last season, maybe, or something. because Mia Lavoie was not even nominated for that this
Yes,
season.
so
But
this
there's a slide with the name on it. Please disregard.
yes. Hold on.
Let's just glance over, skip to the next,
Hold
and act like this slide didn't happen.
on. Yep.
Go into the Brody Witzel for playoff MVP. And no, it's a no show from even the finalist team. It's only Vancouver players. So that goes to show how many good pieces Vancouver had during this playoff run.
First up, we've got No Jovan, then got Oliver Adelson, and then Nicholas Westland. And our winner is. Just bear with this for 1 minute, y'all. No Joe.
Yep. The again 18 goals in 19 games, going to win the playoffs with only 3 losses on the team. That's a very important stat. So yeah, great performance here. Hard to argue against No Joe for the Brody Witzel.
Next up, we have the Raymond Lindsay Award for Players MVP. And I think at this point, two of the nominees should not surprise y'all. We have Mia Laveau from Maine, and we have the power duo, Laveau twins, which again, given their previous entries on this show, should just show how much of a power duo they really are and how much of an asset to Maine they have been. And bringing up the rear of the pack is Bean Beanman from Thunder Bay Walleye. Back yet again.
Cool. And so the winner of the Raymond Lindsay Players MVP is going to be our last award of this SMJHL show. It's Mia Lavoie. So congratulations to Mia Lavoie. We are going to take a little break, about 5 to 10 minutes, and we are going to be back soon with the SHL Awards Show.
All right. All right. And we are back.
We are back for the SHL Awards. Thank you for sticking with us during the little break. I actually had to work at that time because that's how life is. But now we are back into business with the SHL Awards, and we are starting strong with the Challenge Cup champions.
Which will be the New England Wolfpack.
Congratulations to the Wolfpack for the Challenge Cup in season 77. There really isn't much to say. They just went all the way and beat the opposition along the way.
And next up will be the Matthias Chiniard Trophy for the Eastern Playoff Champions, which yet again will be the New England Wolfpack. Congratulations to them yet again, and for the Challenge Cup. Following this will be the Cole Reinhardt Trophy for the Western Playoff Champions, and this will go to the Texas Renegades.
Yeah, Renegades really with a good season, going almost all the way despite few mishaps, let's say, over the past few seasons with some of their players. But they still managed to pull off a very impressive season and fell just short. Maybe next time.
Maybe. And next up will be, hold on a second here. Next up will be the President's Trophy.
Yep, going to the Philadelphia Forge.
These will be for regular season leaders. Congrats to them. As far as I'm aware, put on a very impressive performance this season. Yurt, if you have anything more to add there, feel free.
Believe they lost to the Wolfpack in the semifinals, so also did a lot of good work in the playoffs, but not this time. It was not their season, but they've had a lot of success for a while now, so it's only a matter of time before they are back at it.
And next up for the Sergei Karpatov, sorry, forgive me for butchering this. Sergei Karpatsov Trophy will be the Kale Salad, and this for our regular season points leader with 125 points, 60 goals, and 64 assists.
Yep, falling just short of the 2 points per game. Kale Salad has had a lot of points every season for a while now. It's not the first time we see that name come around on an awards show. So it's the co-GM's player, if I'm not mistaken, here. Yep, and really putting their player to good use.
And next up for the J. McDonald Trophy will be from the San Francisco Pride, Victor Hargreaves with 61 goals.
Yep. Just the one little goal putting Hargreaves ahead of Kale Salad for this one, robbing Kale of the J. McDonald, or at least of splitting it. We've seen some splits in the past for the J. McDonald, but this time, this one little goal put Hargreaves over the top.
Next up for the Turd Ferguson Trophy, odd name, but will be Furious Chicken with 88 PIM, or with 88 PIMs, with the Buffalo Stampede.
I think you mispronounced best name. I heard odd name, and that's not an odd name. That's the best name.
I suppose so. Forgive me, I'm still new.
Um,
So,
and yeah, Furious Chicken was more furious than chicken this season, obviously, for the Stampede. Going over 1 minute, 1 minute of penalty per game, which is not what you'd expect for the penalty minutes leader. But it's what we have. We don't have a very physical league anymore. So with 88, that's actually a pretty good number of penalty minutes for the chicken.
and next up for the Mike Concho Trophy, and I will let my co-host here pronounce this. Um,
No, no, you have to do it. It's the it's the rite of passage.
um,
I can say that just in time in
Reza.
Alexis, Texas, where
Okay.
there for the San Francisco Pride.
Well, for
Just do random noise.
for the Grezagor Precision Precision Jaziski Shizugowitz something Polish and Stun Gun with 203 goals allowed. Uh,
Um, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the Mycon show being split between two teams, or the Metley was flawed in the J for that matter. But very interesting to see that both teams ended up with exactly the same amount of goals allowed, and that being the lowest. It's low odds of it to happen, but it happened, and it's fun fact. But now let's move on to the third All Star team.
what's on here? For our forwards, we have Tony Soprano from the Philadelphia Forge, Martin Diem from the Texas Renegades from the Pride. We've got Oscar Schultz as our final forward, and then yet more representation from the Renegades. On defense, we have Jack McCarthy, Hodor, and then for the Spectres, for our goalie, we've got Bernard Lodge. All in all, well done, y'all. And
Love to see the Regina alumni defensemen, both of them still on the same team and still uh, doing going strong together. Love to see it. Congratulations to everyone on the third All Star team.
then next up will be the John McBride Award for Best Goaltender. From New Orleans, we have Bernard Lodge with goals against 163, GAA of 3.01, shutouts of 4, and a save percentage of 0.904. All in all, well done.
Yep. Next up, we have Base Pack from Philadelphia. It's 160 goals against, but better goals against average, played more games than Lodge, 2.94, 4 shutouts, and 0.901. Very similar stats across the board here. And the last one being 5-hole sieve from Buffalo. Allowed a bit more goals, only 2 shutouts, but still the high save percentage. So just faced more shots than his counterparts of the Spectres and the Forge. Let's see who wins this.
It will be Bernard Lodge with the Spectres.
Congratulations to Bernard Lodge, the spectral goalie. I thought pucks would go through a Spectre. They're immaterial, but he stops them anyways. Okay, moving on from the bad jokes, we are going into the Scott Stevens for best defenseman.
1 second here. And first up, we have Toasty from the San Francisco Pride, and I would say very toasty on his performance on the ice. With 16 goals, 49 assists, 202 blocks, very good hits, and overall, fairly solid giveaway takeaway average of 7.56. And then next up from Philadelphia will be Nathaniel Barca. Edges out Toasty with the goals, comes in just under him with the assists, blocks, and edges him out with the hits and GATA average. All in all, again, solid player. And representing the Wolfpack is Pork Tenderloin. Of the players, he is second with goals. Again, solid in assists. Same with blocks, hits, and so on. And our winner for the Scott Stevens Award is Toasty from the San Francisco Pride.
Congratulations to Toasty.
Then next up will be the Bojo Biscuit Award for Best Defensive Defenseman. Leading off the list is Hodor from the Texas Renegades with eight goals, 28 assists, 321 blocks, 61 hits, and an GATA average of 15.28.
Yep. Hodor is always there, it seems, for the Bojo Biscuit. Has won some, is nominated basically every year. It's a weird season if Hodor is not there for the Bojo Biscuit. Then you have Nevek Ko from Minnesota with 14 goals, 31 assists, 279 blocks, 78 hits, and 8.52 giveaway takeaway ratio. And finally, Pork Tenderloin from the Wolfpack, 21 goals, 41 assists, 194 blocks, 82 hits, and 9.60 in the giveaway takeaway. I give a lot of value to giveaway takeaway here. So I really like Hodor for this one, but let's see what the committee had in mind.
Well, I think you just may get your wish, Yurt. Because for the Bojo Biscuit Award, we've got Hodor. Congratulations. Not really a surprise.
That's a sentence that has been pronounced a lot of times over the past seasons. There's some people who will be waiting for Hodor to get into hard regression and retire to maybe have a shot or a better shot at maybe winning one day the Bojo Biscuit, but Hodor putting one more into his trophy shelf.
And next up is the Jeff Dar Award for Best Two-Way Forward. Now, he ain't sleeping with the fishes, but rather he's out on the ice. Sorry about that. Anyways, representing Philadelphia is Tony Soprano with 46 goals, 62 assists, 72 blocks, 108 hits, and a giveaway takeaway average of 73.75. And representing Minnesota is Hai Nam Hoang. My apologies if I butchered your name. With 37 goals, 66 assists, 58 blocks, 69 hits, and a giveaway takeaway average of 50.69.
Yep, and the last one is Alexandros Mograine from Chicago Syndicate. 28 goals, 58 assists, 33 blocks, 68 hits, and a good giveaway takeaway ratio of 54.79.
And our winner is Tony Soprano. Congratulations, Tony. And up next is the all-rookie team. Representing the Argonauts, we've got two forwards with Will Tomlander and Shadow Phoenix. Hold on here. For Minnesota, we've got as another forward Gordon William Gibbles. From the Buffalo Stampede on the defense, we've got Johnny Patey V2. For the Aurora, we've got Juan Timler, and for my hometown, we've got representing my hometown, we've got Tanner Pitts from the Atlanta Inferno. All in all, congratulations, y'all, and I hope y'all's season was fantastic. And I wish you an even better one for season 78. Got anything to add?
Let's move on to the Ryan Jester for Best Rookie.
All right.
We have we have Shadow Phoenix from Seattle with 35 goals, 41 assists, 38 blocks.
For Calgary, or representing Calgary, we've got Froya Solberg with 26 goals, 36 assists, 52 blocks, 61 hits, and a giveaway takeaway average of 57.61. And then finally, representing the North Stars, we've got Matt Griddle with 22 goals, 38 assists, 56 blocks, a solid number of hits, and an even better giveaway takeaway average. And for the committee's choice, for the Ryan Jester Award, Shadow Phoenix for the Seattle Argonauts. And then up next, we have the Aiden Richen Award for the Most Improved. Yet again, we have Tony Soprano representing Philadelphia. For the Wolfpack, we have Pork Tenderloin, and representing the Renegades, we've got Chris Valentine. Valentine, pardon me.
All right, let's actually read some write-ups.
Yeah.
Before Cooper cries in my DMs. Well, I'd also be sad if I did all those write-ups and then we didn't read them. Sorry, Cap.
Sorry about that.
We're trying to find our rhythm here with a new streaming team. I don't remember the last time we actually had two people on, or at least that I was on with another person, and that's really messing with my rhythm. But it's no one's fault. Just not something it's different than what I've done before. So yeah, Aiden Richard. Starting with Tony Soprano. So, season 77 was the fifth for Tony Soprano in their SHL career, and you could say he had a breakout season and the bounce back season at the same time. Put up 81 points in 75, slumped to 58 in 76, and then made another 50-point jump this season to hit 108. So going over that 100 points mark, which is very impressive. Soprano was given a lot more ice time this season and used almost every second of it to generate offense, even on the PK. And then you have pork tenderloin. Do you want to read up on pork tenderloin?
Sure. Give me 1 second here. Pork tenderloin put in a lot of work for the Wolfpack this season and saw his overall workload increase. His extra responsibilities gave him a fair bit of extra confidence from the look of things, as he put up a career-high 21 goals and overall improved, or one could say career-high in shots and shooting percentage, 201 and 10.4% respectively, and he averaged about 2.5 minutes more per game on special teams and was very came in clutch for the Wolfpack on penalty kills and power plays. Overall, he is a menace with takeaways and is very responsible with the puck. To put it simply, the Wolfpack demanded more of Pork Tenderloin this season, and he responded well, and overall, he proved he was the real deal for the team this season. You cannot ask for more of a player than that.
And then we have Chris Valentine, after making the switch to forward in S76, had a very productive season with the Renegades, but in 77 took it to a higher level. Another player up for this award, increased workload and extra responsibility. 24 more assists versus season 76, and didn't increase the goal total, but did make them count a lot with 5 game-winning goals in 77. There's no denying that Valentine made huge leaps offensively and has solidified his position as one of the top centers in the SHL, and also had a pretty good two-way game. So with that, let's see who wins the Aidan Richon Award for Most Improved here.
And it will be Tony Soprano for the Philadelphia Forge. Congratulations, Tony.
Next up, we will have the
second All-Star
Lance Uppercut. I believe.
No, it will be the second All-Star.
No. Oh, yeah.
On forward for the Texas Renegades, we have Chris Valentine yet again. For the New England Wolfpack, we have Bruno Toyo. For the Stampede, we've got Jared Lakemore. And then for the Atlanta Inferno, we have Philippe Echo Eel. And then double representation for the Wolfpack, bringing up the rear. We've got Pork Tenderloin once again, and on goalie will be 5-hole Civ. Congratulations, y'all. And now we move.
Starting to be heard a few times here.
Yep. Now moving on to the.
Now the Lance Uppercut.
For the San Francisco Pride, we have Caleb and Bailey. And hold on, give me 1 second here. The Pride
built up.
Sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
The Pride GMs have built a perennial contender in San Francisco. Really managed to repeat their spot at the top of the Western Conference. Came relatively close to repeating the Challenge Cup as well. So really good management from the Pride duo of Caleb and Bailey to keep their championship roster through to the off season prior to the S77. When you got a team that wins it all and you manage to keep it together, that's very interesting, and it's not always easy. Obviously, uh, because there's going to be turnover and uh, players retiring and all that. But they actually planned for a good window here, and I don't think it's going to be closed yet for the Pride.
As for the Texas Renegades with Captain Cooper and Ann Thick, pardon if I butchered your names again, um, honestly, they were busy tweaking their roster after the last season. Made a couple of different moves, be it shoring up their defense with David Doug from the Pride this past offseason, or giving, or also bringing on a backup goalie and Roman
Checkmanic.
Checkmanic, sorry, who's rock solid with his record for the Renegades. These moves allowed them to push even further into the playoffs this season and allowed them to move all the way into the Challenge Cup final. And if I'd guess, it will lead to an even better season for 78.
When you find a goalie that goes 16-2-1 for your backup goalie, that's you can hardly do better than that.
Yep.
And finally, the Philadelphia Forge, Ascalap and Kale Salad. They were fourth during the regular season with 107 points. Forge management has been constructed a beastly roster. Beastly, that's an interesting word, but not false. And that roster has grown together and is now reaping the rewards of their hard work. Has been for a few seasons now. You can expect to see the Forge near the top for the next few as well. But the winners of the Lance Uppercut Best GM Duo
will be the Texas Renegades.
The Texas Renegades. So congratulations to Cooper and Antique.
Next up will be the Joe McKeel Best Coach Award. Our nominees are the Philadelphia Forge, the Atlanta Furno, and the Texas Renegades, yet again.
So two teams that were there for the uppercut. The Pride is not nominated here. They are replaced by the Inferno in the three nominees for McKeel. So Forge, very high possession team, strong special teams, led the league in many ways. 26.8% success rate on the power play. So really good fine tuning on the strats there to really get the most out of a strong roster that they put together and go all the way to winning the President's Trophy.
Now, Atlanta, by contrast, took a relatively leaner roster and a rookie goalie, and somehow managed to turn that into a second place finish in the Eastern Conference. Overall, they had a rock-solid penalty kill that opened at an astounding success rate of 85.1% and was among the best in the league for this past season. Overall, the players worked very well in the coach's system and came together, and it ended up paying off at the end of the season. You cannot ask for more than that, especially with a team that is pretty much rebuilding and had plenty of rookie players. Anyways, getting back to the Renegades, I think it is without a doubt now that this was a truly phenomenal season with them. And their coaching staff definitely deserves a lot of credit there. Be it looking at special teams, face-offs, possession, or any number of other categories, you will find the Renegades either at the top of the list or near or filling out or near the top of it. Truly, the coaches brought a very intense level of preparation inside the locker room, and the players took that onto the ice and used it to carry them to a very strong season and an even stronger playoff run. And our winner for the Joe McKeel Award is the Philadelphia Forge.
Right. Well, congratulations to the Forge for the coaching award. Joe McKeel, very good use of their roster, and yeah, that gave some results. Moving on to the Damian Lilton for most dedicated user.
Our nominees are 77 again, James T, Naomi Queen, and Cards Team. 1 second here.
Seven, always very involved, has been nominated for the dedicated user in the J as well. Being recognized for his work in getting the community involved in the 3 stars of the week, really just led that project on his own. So that obviously requires a lot of dedications, and yeah, that's a very good plus to bring to the site. Kind of started his whole thing on his own, and yeah, very good job by Seven on that part.
With regards to James T, he has been, to put it in the words of the GMs, if SHL were a Walmart, James T would be right there at the door as the greeter, giving you a big old smile. In all seriousness, he is a very helpful member of the staff, ready and willing to help you find what you're looking for, assist you in building your player, and overall, just a wonderful asset both to new and experienced players alike. You can count on him to be there whenever you need it, and to always have your back, be it in the locker room or on the ice. They're always active in the main server, ready and willing to help new users, or just start up a conversation. They really are the embodiment of what an SHL user should be. Moving on to Naomi Main Queen. Naomi is a relatively new user, but ever since she started, she's been making waves. Not only in the main server, but on the site and in the locker rooms as well. She's picked up a few jobs, be it head of the PT or and helping out the WJC as well. But not only that, she has also been a tremendous asset in helping new players and experienced players alike, sometimes without reward. Put simply, they are a wonderful user, a great help, and I look forward to seeing what their future in the SHL brings. And last but certainly not least, we have Cards Team. Bank can be a bit hard to earn in the SHL, but if you're looking for someone to help you out and get you what you need, you can do no better than Cards Team. They have done a phenomenal job in helping users collect their players, as well as give them some excellently designed cards. Overall, they have been a fantastic user, truly hardworking, and very active in the community. And here's hoping that we see more of that from them in the seasons to come. And our winner for the Damian Littlehorn Award is James Tate. Congratulations, James. Next up will be our first All-Star team. Representing the Forge on forward is Kale Salad yet again. Coming back from the Pride, we've got Victor Hargreaves. For Baltimore, as the forward, we've got Eric Bergmark. From the Forge, yet again, we've got Nathaniel Barca. And this time we've got a twofer from the Pride with Toasty and Soderbergh Snooks. And then for our goalie, for the representing the Forge again, we've got Base Pack. And for the Ron Mexico Award for Most Valuable Player, from the Pride, we have Victor Hargreaves yet again. Coming off a 90-point... Sorry, give me 1 second here. Starting off with the Pride, we've got Victor Hargreaves. He led the league in goals this season with 61 overall. That's 2 more than their last season best for a career best. Adding on this, we have a total of 58 assists for him, followed up by 119 points, which was second in the league. Overall, Victor is an absolute threat on the ice, and you can't ask for more from him than that. Moving on, to Philadelphia, we have Kale Salad. And where to begin with him? Kale, for the past few seasons, has been averaging about 90 points, but this season he really upped his game, going from 90 all the way up to 124. This puts him second in goals, just 1 behind the league leader with 60, and 4th in assists with 84. Overall, he did a fantastic job and is a very balanced goal scorer and an even better playmaker. He split his time on special teams as well, earning an average of 4.32 on power plays and doing even better with 52 points on that power play. Overall, Kale Salad was a big part of the Forge's success this season and definitely proved his worth. And finally, rounding out the pack is Eric Bergmark from Baltimore. And where to begin? Now, coming from a team with some truly excellent hockey players, Eric stands head and shoulders above as one of their more consistent players, given he is now on his 4th 100-point season in a row. This season, he scored 50 goals, and with 59 assists, this put him at the 5th most points in the league with 109. Overall, he is excellent on offense and has been truly great in his hits this season as well. Overall, you cannot ask for a better player from Baltimore. And the winner of the Ron Mexico Award is Kale Salad from the Philadelphia Forge. Congratulations, Kale. Next up, we have the Anton Razov Award for Playoff MVP. And representing the Wolfpack, we've got a twofer again with Olaf Karsico and Seamus O'Slapahan. Run through this rather quick. Oh, and we've also got Martin DM from the Texas Renegades. Overall, the Renegades were a strong team this season and did even better in the playoffs, but in large part due to Martin DM. Sorry for that. It's getting kind of late here, folks. Overall, very solid player, performed very well both in the regular season and the playoff season, and was truly an asset to his team, especially with only 4 penalties throughout the 23 games he played. For New England, both Slapahan and Carsico performed exceedingly well and were truly assets for their team. And our winner for the Razov Award is Olaf Carsico from the New England Wolfpack. Congratulations, Olaf. Here's looking at an even better next season for you. And finally, to round out the night, we have the Sarmad Khan Players MVP Award. And I think this goes without saying that we've got some truly solid contenders for this award. I don't think I need to bring up, or I don't think I need to go through their list of accomplishments this season, given how we've talked with them or spoken highly of them at length. But leading off from the Forge is Kale Salad. From the Pride, we've got Victor Hargreaves. And then yet again from Baltimore, we've got Eric Bergmark. And I think it's no one's great surprise that our winner is Kale Salad from the Philadelphia Forge. Honestly speaking, Kale, from what I've seen tonight and heard around the league, has been a truly phenomenal player in multiple facets, and overall, you just cannot ask for a better player than him, and truly, he was an asset to the team. And with that, we round out our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and congratulations to all of our winners. And here's looking at an even better season for 78. Do you have any parting words before we close out the night?
Yeah, thank you for taking over. My throat has decided to stop working suddenly, and it hurts. But you did a great job. Thanks to everyone who watched us, and we'll see you as soon as we can for the All-Star Games. Hit a few speed bumps along the way, but we are trying to work and get the All-Star Games ready as fast as we can. Have a great season 78, everyone, and we'll also see you for the S78 Awards in a few months.
Take care, all, and have
Thanks
a good night.
and a good night.